Welcome to the Crab Tribe. And today I wanted to show off. I've made a pretty long run, so I'm just gonna have some post recording here talking about something cool that I'm doing and showing off particularly black holes. So you can see here, I'm just my wand is black hole. You need the Greek spell, the Tau spell. You can use a few others too, but that's the cheapest one I think. And yeah, so the Tau allows you to copy spells, so it doesn't count the limited modifiers or limited use spells. So you can have infinite heal there. And also, you can use black holes, which are pretty good for exploring the map. Luminous Drill also will destroy pretty much any environment, an environmental block, but I believe it doesn't destroy Curse Rock. That's the only exception. You need Black Hole for that. And that's just me fooling around with my teleport spell. So that's just a black hole by itself. And then, if you put on Accelerating Shot, or I believe anything that increases the speed of it, it also increases the lifetime. So you can create these massive holes here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and connect these. I got stuck in the wall there as I was teleporting. It's kind of weird. The game sometimes freezes up for 2 seconds. There's just so many pixels in this game. Let all do something. Anyway, and also something else you can do really cool that I found is you have the Upwards LARPA spell. So it shoots copies of the next spell going upward. And I kind of fool around here. I maybe I can skip this, but I messed up on the modifications here. Let me see. Yeah, I try to do the divide by 4, but the problem is you need a target for it. So you can't copy the modifier, I guess. So you put it before it. I'll just by itself it does that. That's pretty good. And I guess if you just want to flex, you can put the divide by right before the tau, because then what you're doing is you're copying the tau 4 times, which is then copying both the upward larpa and the black hole. So you're just making a lot of black holes that go upward, and you can kind of make a nice clear path to the surface doing that. Although it gets kind of chaotic, you'll see in a minute. You don't know what you're destroying, so you could have all kind of liquids fall on you. You'll cause explosions, and there could be enemies above you. But if you know you're safe, you know you're safe. But like right here, for example, I'm just zipping around and I transform into that. I 99% sure I cleared the zone up there, so I wasn't too worried. And yeah. By the way, if you have teleport with a long distance cast, you can teleport through walls, and so I would recommend that. And that way you can also get around the in the early game, you can get around the trigger spot for Steve. You can just teleport through that wall instead of trying to um, destroy it or destroy a certain spot around it. You just get around it like that. So I used this whole thing, that setup there you just saw, with the black hole and the upward modifier. I used it in the snowy biome, and it hit one of the canisters that caused a chain reaction. It was very chaotic. That's why I felt the need to warn you about that. But what I wanted to try to do in this video here, my little compilation, was show you that you can get to um, the summon portal room, is what it's called, I guess, in the wiki. So there is a room on the map that you can normally only get to, or you're intended to get to, with the portal spell that you get from repairing a spell by destroying or killing 3 of those hand structures in the snowy biome, and it's kind of complicated. But if you want, you can just go right here to this spot, and then use your uh, black hole wand I just showed you, and get to this little friend cave, and that's kind of like your landmark to go straight down into the this egg structure right here. That's what I'm going to do now. And the problem is that there's all this lava, so you do need a way to get through it. You can use the liquid to ice perk. Um, you could use one of the liquid transformation perks. You could turn the lava to blood or something. But you still need to actually clear the lava. Even if it's turned to blood, you got to clear that. So this just takes a while. So once you turn it to ice, you can just destroy the ice. So if you have, I'm using an ice perk, ice damaging perk. And then you want like a chainsaw or like a drilling bolt to then break the ice. Or any kind of explosive work. This just takes a while, so I'll probably speed this up. Yeah. I mess up a little bit here. Essentially, you're just digging down. It's very boring. And I think I could just I could have actually probably iced for a little bit and then used black hole and ice for a little bit, use black hole. What I was worried about though was that I would break into the structure and then flood it with lava, and then that would um, be more work later on. So I don't recommend that. Yeah, here's where lava falls on me, and then I get kind of freaked out for a minute. But that's okay because I should have just spammed it because like I start doing that eventually. There you go. It's a bit unfortunate you can't hear my unfiltered reaction to this achievement, but the audio wasn't too great, so I'm doing some post recording, but that's okay. Last time I went to the Hells here, it was also very boring, just digging through lava. I think the recommended way is you can kill the Master of Masters, and he gives you a an item that turns any liquid to mana. I found that out yesterday, and I'm like, "Whoa, that was good to know." But yeah, here's where I start hearing the portal, and you can see my perk is showing me there's enemies inside. That's a good hint that I've made it. You can see the outline of the egg, and I'm just gonna get unfrozen there and shoot a black hole. Okay. And I have a pretty good wand. It doesn't like shoot infinitely. I run out of mana after about a second, but it kills things pretty quickly. So I could make that better. It does quite a number of different types of damage. It does explosive, and then it pops into chainsaw, so it does also slice damage. And this is kind of average for this point in the game. I just kind of wanted the thrill of trying to get to this area, but it gives you a really good wand if you go from the jungle portal like you're intended to. But yeah, now that is how you get the end of everything spell, which I'm showing you here I don't have. It is very chaotic to use, As I understand, it transforms all enemies into Steves around you, so you might want to clear the area first of enemies, and then it does lava explosions and all kind of things in different waves. So I don't know if I can just use it and run away, because I think it does it from the point of usage or something. But yeah, that's all I have, guys. That's how an easy way you can get it late game, or if you don't have it, you can, do it any way you want. That's some black hole fun for you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.